morning, everybody. Monday morning, 5:18 a.m. on the East Coast. Futures are dead flat. They've been dead flat all night long. S&P's down 5 points. I haven't pulled up Financial Juicy yet, but I had a quick look yesterday. Today is a nothing burger as far as data. We've got Fed Logan at 8:55, the 3 and 6 month auction at 11:30, cash carry at 1, and then a couple of dickheads after the market closes. You got a little bit coming up over here on Tuesday, and again, the big earnings for this week, in my opinion, are IBM, Boeing, and Tesla. Those all happening on Wednesday. There are earnings all week long. I apologize for not having the schedule up for the video, but I will throw it into the email. Anything you want to trade, anything you want to trade, you let me know. Tag me in the chat room, message me privately. Me personally, I refuse. I refuse to trade pre-earnings unless you're going out to January, going out to March, where from there, I don't see any risk involved. But going in here and trading the weeklies, especially prior to their earnings report when they're so early in the week, makes absolutely no sense to me. But whatever you want to do, you let me know. Tomorrow we get a little bit, again, President Lagarde in the afternoon, but we really have nothing. Nothing happening until Wednesday. All that we have is that we know that the full moon has already placed during OPEX week. So what we are looking at here, I will confirm that because I have been wrong before. The full moon took place on October 17th, so I am going to have to correct myself. October 17th being Thursday. Therefore, last week, 5804 would have been inside of the window for the low. Thus, because it is October 17th, we have Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. So, yes, the window is open until Tuesday. Tuesday being tomorrow, for them to plausibly, possibly post in a higher high above 58.78. I apologize for having assumed the 17th was on Tuesday and that the window was closed. I made a mistake, so the window is still open until Tuesday tomorrow. Things are slowing down. As you can see, range is starting to really shrink up. There's a couple of dogs that are going to get thrown against the wall in a couple of minutes, but I'm not a dog killer. I'm just talking about them barking because the sun's going down. For today, we're looking at 59.07, which is impossible to touch. We can't touch the 5900s, and we can't break down below the 5800s. So forget about your minus 1% coming on a Monday. On the QQQ, again, very little to discuss. I don't even need to go through these spreadsheets, but it's a habit. Again, trading here in the 490s, 487, 488 being the impossible breakdown below. And IWM, again, habit, cannot get off of always going through these spreadsheets. Having had 2 green weeks in a row, I think that you've got a little bit of credit spread juice over there on the IWM. So I'm going to go quick. I need to move off of that. Here are your futures. Again, futures dead flat. Nobody's oversold. Nobody's even thinking about bouncing and getting overbought. But here we are on our lows coming back to Friday. That is roughly around what I would suspect to be seeing on the low side on the NQ and the ES is the lows from Friday. Over here on the Dow, a little bit of a wild day there over on the Dow as they were selling off. And then your big bounce off of that. Dow being the Trump trade right now, would be looking for it to be dropping anything significant down below 43,400. And the Russell 2000, that is where it's going to get interesting because as you can see here, you're really pressing on this 2289 over on the Russell 2000 futures on the RTY. So bring you over quickly onto the Russell. That 2289 would roughly represent with you right here, right around that 2270 area. So 2270, I'd suspect is going to have some pressure placed upon it. And as you can see, that 2289 working incredibly on the upside. So the 2295, 2290 call credit spreads, I see no reason why those wouldn't continue to work. And I would not play a bullish put credit spread. However, for those of you who are professionals, unlike me, that 2270 area for support is something that you want to be very aware of. understanding that you still have your big gap from last week, which breaks down below 2265 to 2250. Moving on to the VIX. The VIX, every Monday, going to get a pop. That fall off of that 2102 tag was not nice. Not nice at all. However, holding above 18 is still, there's a chance, there's a shot. But sitting here in this 18 window, 1845, 1811 with the gap to be filled over the weekend, I wouldn't focus on the gap. But what I would be focused upon is that 19 level. The VIX recovering back above that 19 level, and you could have your first steps of an initiation that this 2-week window of volatility heading into the election could start to progress and accelerate a little bit quicker. Other than that, I believe that is it. But yeah, I'll bring you on here to the IWM. IWM, as you can see here, 225 been supporting, 227 been resisting. You got a little 2-point box that you've been in for the better part of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You have your big gap to be filled down here, down to 223. But again, there's no rockets going off saying this is the trade you need to be into. SPX, again, I apologize. I assumed the wrong date because I'm an old man and don't get enough sleep, that the 5878 was inside of the full moon window. It is not. We still have Monday and Tuesday. Tuesdays have not been fantastic to the upside. So there is an asterisk here as to 5878 being the top, being the placement of the full moon, and thus the pressure to come back down to 5650 should initiate. And IBM, we'll just leave this into a shorter little view. You're way up here at the 237s already. Zoom you out, I guess, a little bit better. And again, 200, I wouldn't even think about getting short IBM before earnings, so it's just what it is. And there again, over on the SPX, that 5934 is required if this is going to be bullish, whereas any kind of a breakdown and start breaking down into that 5730 region, especially breaking down below that 5675, and then there are major problems for this bullish view of the end 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 of the end, fifth waves. So enjoy your morning, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your coffee, enjoy your breakfast, and whatever you need, send me a message.